Good evening. Hello. How you doing? I'm doing good tonight. Went to work, got work done. The weather, it's September. It's slowly getting nicer outside, even though I had a lot of sweat today. But the big thing here in Osaka is that movie all y'all saw 4 weeks ago in the US is finally out here in Japan. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Oh, I've been waiting to see it. I just missed the US release because, let's face it, I was with two kids on my vacation. They would not have sat through a Tarantino movie, especially this one, because let me tell you, I don't know if you looked this up or not, but Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is almost 3 hours long. It's a long movie. It's a long. And gotta say, I checked my watch about an hour in. Not a lot happens in that first hour. It's kind of the weirdest. It's got to be the weirdest Tarantino movie ever made because all the other movies I could describe for you the plot, okay, the premise. It's like it's very clearly here's a person, this is what happens. This movie's kind of like a hangout movie. It's like it just scatters a bunch of characters, some of whom are real people, some of whom are just made up people. And it's like, yeah, why don't you see what these people live? See how they live, see what they do. And they take their time. I mean, it's still. I'm not going to say. I'm not here to dump on it because it was compelling. I was into the movie. I wanted to see what was going to happen to all these people. It's well acted. It's well written. It's definitely, you know, if you like his movies, it's going to grab you. But they take their sweet time. Probably before this, the one Tarantino movie that everyone had a big problem with was Death Proof. Because if you watch Death Proof, there's a good 30 to 35 minute chunk at the start where it's just like it's people hanging out. And you spend a long time with these people, then they're all killed, and then you have to meet brand new people. But of course, the whole point of that movie is you meet these people, you think the movie's about them, they all die, but the way in which they die cues you to the next people you meet because all of a sudden when those people meet the guy who killed the first people, you're like, oh, he's there, he's going to kill them too, oh no. So that movie, it makes sense. Django Unchained, Hateful Eight, those are long movies too, but there's a clearly story being told about people, people in really bad situations. But in this one, it's like, yeah, you've got actors in Hollywood. They've got troubles. They're maybe past their prime, but they're still working. Like no one's in desperate need of anything. Everyone's got somewhere to be. But some people are just hanging out. Like she's not in the movie much, but ostensibly it's a movie kind of about Sharon Tate. Like she's definitely a major character. You just kind of see her hang out. She walks around, she runs some errands, and you just watch her do these things. And damn it, man, it's compelling. Okay, I can't explain the magic trick that worked here because obviously I'm not from Los Angeles. I've only been to that city once when I was a child. I love movies, but I don't really have a knowledge or great fondness for Hollywood in the 60s. So I feel like this movie is made for people who like really know and love that period. Like I'm sure there are film buffs out there who flip their minds. And definitely all the critics I saw who saw this movie when it came out, they've been gushing over it for weeks. So definitely like this is probably an Oscar grab for him. But even for me, disconnected from that, I still was like, what's gonna happen? Well, where are these people going? So it works. It does work. And I'm not gonna give anything away. But eventually the movie ends, and you're not gonna expect what happens at the end of this movie. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, everyone in it is great. There's definitely some choices I think were weird. I know a lot of people talked about the Bruce Lee stuff. I always loved Bruce Lee, like my entire life, so it's kind of weird to make Bruce Lee into a jerk. But I mean, it's all make believe, so I just kind of like, oh, it's a make believe Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee didn't actually fight this guy because this guy didn't exist. Anyway, I like the movie. I had a good time watching it. I don't know when I'll see it again. Sometimes Tarantino movies, I have a real strong compulsion to watch them again. But honestly, I guess also, who knew this whole time that Quentin Tarantino was super, super, super into westerns? Because look at this. The last three movies, two of them were straight up westerns. And this one, it's about Hollywood in the 60s, but guess what? A good chunk of it is spent with a guy who's making westerns. And those scenes are great, by the way. The scenes where DiCaprio is just on set making a western, it's really good, because guess what? That dude's a good actor, so he's playing a really good western villain. Anyway, I'm going on long. So yeah, if you didn't see it for some reason, I recommend it, especially if you're into Tarantino. I guess if you know a lot about that time in Hollywood, it might be more interesting to you, but to me it was kind of, it's all news to me, and I had a good time watching it. Even if I did check my watch, because it's a long film. But I enjoyed it. I think you might enjoy it too. Right now, I'm going to enjoy some bed. Good night, everybody. I love you.